Novak Djokovic, Jannik Sinner, and Carlos Alcaraz, three names that define the present and future of world tennis. However, while Sinner seems to be following in Djokovic's footsteps with impeccable discipline, Alcaraz faces a challenge. Can he keep up with his generational rival, or will he be overshadowed by the Italian, just as Nadal was by the Serbian? Marco Panicci, Sinner's fitness coach and a former member of Djokovic's team, has revealed a key detail about the current world number one. Is Sinner the new Djokovic? What does this mean for Alcaraz? Today, we analyze the battle that will shape the future of tennis. Tennis has witnessed decades of rivalry between Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic, three distinct styles, three legends who elevated the sport to another level. But while Federer and Nadal have given way, Djokovic continues to compete at 38 years old. However, his time is limited, and the question is clear: who will take over? Until recently, Alcaraz seemed to be the answer, but now Sinner has surged ahead with indisputable superiority in the ATP rankings. The connection between Sinner and Djokovic is no coincidence. Marco Panicci, the Italian's fitness coach, worked with the Serbian from 2019 to 2024. Now, while training Sinner, he has noticed a key similarity between the two: their obsession with tennis. Novak lived for tennis 24 hours a day. Jannik is the same, in his own way. He even competes during training, Panicci revealed. This level of commitment has turned Sinner into a winning machine, even after his suspension for Klostebol. Meanwhile, Alcaraz is going through a period of uncertainty. His season started inconsistently, with unexpected defeats and doubts about his stability. His talent is undeniable, but he needs to find consistency if he wants to keep up with Sinner. If the Italian follows Djokovic's formula, Alcaraz must elevate his mentality and discipline to avoid falling behind. The parallel between Sinner and Djokovic is not just about physical or tactical similarities but also a matter of mentality. Djokovic has dominated tennis for 2 decades thanks to his discipline and mental toughness. If Sinner maintains the same work ethic, Alcaraz could face a situation similar to Nadal's against the Serbian, being eclipsed in crucial moments. The Spaniard has shown that he can beat anyone on his best days, but he has also suffered unexpected losses due to lapses in concentration. This is precisely what separates great players from legends. Djokovic has sustained his level for years, and Sinner seems to be following the same path. If Alcaraz does not improve his consistency, he risks becoming the second best of his generation. Tennis is a sport of rivalries, and Alcaraz still has time to change this story. At just 21 years old, he has won major titles and reached world number one. But to stay on top, he must evolve. Can he match Sinner's discipline and build a career as solid as Djokovic's? The clay court season will be his first major test in this new scenario. If Alcaraz wants to be the face of tennis in the coming years, he must prove it now. With Sinner out of competition due to suspension, he has a unique opportunity to regain ground in the rankings. But if he fails to take advantage of this, the Italian could return even stronger and cement his dominance. The future of tennis seems to rest in the hands of Sinner and Alcaraz, but the difference between them might lie in mentality. While the Italian follows a path similar to Djokovic's, Alcaraz still struggles with ups and downs in his performance. The question is, can the Spaniard evolve in time, or will he become Sinner's eternal shadow? Tennis has taught us that rivalries define champions. Alcaraz has the talent, but he needs to find the discipline that made Djokovic the greatest of all time, and that now fuels Sinner. The battle for the throne is underway, and only time will tell who claims the crown. Carlos Alcaraz is at his best moment of the year, the clay court season. However, his path to greatness remains full of challenges, and not all of them come from his rivals. Mats Wilander, a tennis legend, has pointed out that Alcaraz's greatest enemy might be himself. The lapses in his game have been a constant issue in his career. Will he be able to overcome them, or will he have to learn to live with them? Today, we analyze the dilemma the young Spaniard faces in his quest for tennis immortality. Carlos Alcaraz has proven to be the natural heir to Rafael Nadal on clay. With his aggressive style, speed, and determination, he has won major titles on this surface. But unlike Nadal, who was nearly unbeatable on clay, Alcaraz still battles an internal enemy, his inconsistency. This problem became evident in his shaky start to the season, with unexpected losses in the Sunshine Double. Now, with Monte Carlo around the corner, the Spaniard has a chance to redeem himself. The clay swing is crucial for both his ranking and confidence. He is defending his Roland Garros title, and before reaching Paris, he must demonstrate his dominance in Barcelona and Madrid. However, beyond the trophies, what truly concerns experts like Mats Wilander is his lack of consistency in matches. The Swede has pointed out that Alcaraz is capable of performing miracles on the court, but those spectacular moments don't always guarantee victory. Wilander is not the only one who sees this pattern in his game. In key matches, he has lost control against opponents who shouldn't have been a problem. His losses to David Goffin and Jack Draper in March made it clear that his aura of invincibility is not yet consolidated. And the most dangerous part is that every time he loses, other players gain confidence, believing they can beat him too. According to Wilander, every time Alcaraz loses, at least 5 players think they can beat him in the next match. Alcaraz's problem is not his talent but his mentality in crucial moments. On his best days, he can defeat anyone and dominate the court like the greatest in history. But when he loses focus, even lower-ranked opponents can take him out of the match. This inconsistency is what worries experts and what will define his future. Can he find the stability needed to become an all-time legend? Wilander has compared Alcaraz to Andre Agassi, another brilliant yet inconsistent player. Agassi alternated moments of brilliance with unexpected defeats, something that could repeat in Alcaraz's career if he doesn't learn to control his concentration lapses. The difference between the greatest of all time and the great but not immortal lies in the ability to maintain excellence over the years. And that's where Alcaraz still has work to do. Despite the doubts, Alcaraz is everything in his favor. At just 21 years old, he has already won Grand Slam titles, reached world number 1, and established himself as one of the most electrifying talents in the sport. His career is already remarkable, but it is still in its early stages, and the road ahead will determine whether he cements himself as a dominant force in tennis or remains a player with flashes of brilliance but lacking long-term consistency. The expectations surrounding him are immense, and with good reason. His aggressive style, physical explosiveness, and fearless mentality make him a player capable of challenging the best in the world. However, greatness in tennis is not measured by individual victories alone but by sustained excellence over the years. Now, Alcaraz faces the challenge of proving whether he can maintain a high level throughout an entire season, year after year, as legends like Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic have done. The clay court season presents the perfect opportunity for him to re-establish himself as a dominant force. If he can string together deep runs and titles in Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, and ultimately Roland Garros, he will send a clear message that he is not only the future of tennis but also the present. If he takes full advantage of this period, he could regain his confidence, silence his critics, and reaffirm his status as the next great champion. However, if he continues to struggle with inconsistency, the narrative surrounding his career may shift. Instead of being seen as the heir to Nadal's dominance, he could be labeled as a player with immense potential but unable to sustain his brilliance when it matters most. His natural talent is undeniable, but tennis history is full of gifted players who never fully capitalized on their abilities. The coming months will be crucial in shaping his legacy. If he rises to the challenge, he could position himself as the undisputed leader of the next generation. But if he falters, his rivals, especially Jannik Sinner, will seize the opportunity to surpass him. Tennis is an unforgiving sport, where momentum can shift quickly. Alcaraz must prove that he has the resilience, focus, and consistency required to remain at the top for years to come. Only time will tell whether he is destined for greatness or if his flashes of brilliance will remain just that, flashes. Tennis is changing, and Carlos Alcaraz has the chance to write his name in history. Will this be the year he becomes the new king of clay? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more tennis content.